Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I'd like to share with you guys this one amazing way that you could get into university without the right qualification and just by applying using your cumulative experience in life. So this video is for whoever who joined the workforce early and now thinking of going back to university to pursue their study. And I want to introduce to you this process or this certification called the APEL certification that would really help you into getting to the university that you want, even though you do not have the formal qualification. Alright, so before I kickstart this video, I'd just like to walk you through what I'll be talking in this video. So first, I'll be explaining what is APEL and the meaning of it, and then the process of how you can apply this certification. And then lastly, I'll just like to talk a bit about my experience about this whole APEL journey. So what is APEL? APEL means Accreditation Prior Experiential Learning. So it's actually a process where you could use your past experience as an application to get a certification and use that certification to apply to a university. Alright, so right now I am in the APEL page, and as you can see here, it says that APEL A, a systematic process that involves the identification, documentation, assessment of your prior experiential learning to determine the extent which an individual has achieved the desired learning outcome for access to a program of study and or awards of credits. So to put into context, if there is a person who only has SPM high school qualification, in order for that person to get into university, he would need to go through and take a foundation study or a pre-U study. So with this qualification, you're able to only have SPM qualification and APEL, and you could apply and pursue a bachelor degree right away. So at the moment, APEL in Malaysia can only be used as entry requirement to higher education institution for the following level of qualification. So the first level is the certificate, second level is diploma, third level is the bachelor degree, and fourth level is the master. So I've seen people who are actually just an SPM holder who's able to pursue their master right away just because through this APEL you're able to use your working life experience to use it as an application for your study. So as you can see here, it says that any Malaysian who wants to further their study using their prior experience is able to apply for this. So in diploma, you just have to be more than 20 years old. And then if you want to go into the bachelor, you have to be more than 21 years old. And if you want to get into the master, you have to be more than 30 years old. So this is kind of proof that you have a sufficient kind of life experience in order to be able to use that as a proof to apply for the higher education. So as you can see here, the APEL registration fee for diploma is 155, the bachelor degree is 250, and the master is 370. So if you think about it, it is much cheaper than trying to go through the whole education system. It takes much longer and also much more expensive. So this is a good way for people who are interested in going into their higher education, even if they don't have the formal qualification. So if you go into their website in APEL, you're able to see the process they have there. And the first step that they have is actually the self-assessment. So what it means is just that you will be self-assessing your own qualification to see whether you do have the experience that you need in order to get the certification. So it's pretty straightforward. And then moving on, you have the submission application. So when you apply for just the application itself, you do need to pay the 250 ringgit. For example, if you're going for a bachelor degree, and you could register in that link that they give there. There are tests and portfolio which you need to do in order to get the certification. So you might think it's such a hassle, but thinking about having to go through 1 year of diploma in order to get into the bachelor degree, this actually only just takes a few months and it's so much cheaper, so it's totally worth it. Moving on, there is the third stage, which is the aptitude test. So the aptitude test was kind of a bit scary, but it's not as hard as you think. So there are a couple parts of this aptitude test. So you have the mathematics, Malay, English, and general knowledge. And you would have to pass this test in order to move on to the next stage. So I do have a couple question papers that I have while I was trying to go through this APEL certification. So if you're interested, just please comment down below and I can share it with you as well. So for this portfolio stage, it can be pretty tedious because you're required to put all the past experience that you have in this black and white so that you are able to prove that you're worth. First, you need to kind of put in your formal qualification, and then you have all this life experience that you can put in as well. You could also have the recommendation letter from your past employers, as well as just text messages that prove that you have done certain things that you're trying to prove. So once you're done with your portfolio, you're actually basically done. But that's only if you are applying for a bachelor's degree. So it takes, I think, about a month for you to receive your cert as well. So by using the cert, you're able to apply to the higher education institution that you're hoping for. Whereas if you're applying for a master, it's slightly different because there's another step, which is the interview and presentation. So the last stage is the offer letter. So this is once you've gotten your APEL certification and you use the certification to apply to the university that you're interested in. So this part is where I will be sharing my experience with you guys regarding my APEL journey that I had as well. So the reason why I want to make this video is because I felt like not many people know about this APEL certification, but I also feel that many people would benefit from this as well. So a little background of me is that I was actually working in the business background, and I myself has a business degree. And all this while I was working in the business industry, and I thought that was what I liked. But then I realized I was just kind of following people's footsteps along the way. So when COVID hits, I realized that my job is not really what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So I sat down and I reflected, and I decided to go into the health science industry. And this is when I was trying to apply for university using my business background. There aren't any university that is willing to accept me into the bachelor degree. So all of them are asking me to go back to foundation or A levels, which I personally felt is a waste of time because I've worked for so many years already. And this is when I came across APEL, and I was so shocked that there is such a thing, and it's not really well known of. So part of me felt that this was not a thing because for all my life I'd never heard of anyone who know about this certification. But I felt a bit of hope, so I just went with it. So even though I am not from a science degree, I applied for this APEL, I passed the test. So the portfolio part is the one that is the most tedious, but I personally felt the fulfillment from building this portfolio just because I was able to see how I grew from a little girl who not knowing anything and a person who is working just for money, and then to now I finally found my passion and I decided to go for it. So in my essay, they asked why do I want to pursue that certain degree, and it was truly a humbling time because I was able to reflect on myself and my life as well. So for this portfolio, I gathered all the information that I need. I have workshops that I joined, trainings that I joined, recommendation letters. So I want to build a strong portfolio because I know that I'm not from a science background and I'm trying to get a health science degree by just using my business background. So I was really happy when I know that I actually managed to get this APEL certification. And so I used this certification and then applied for the university that I want and the degree that I want as well. And I got it. So now I'm actually pursuing the bachelor degree using this APEL certification. So I hope you can benefit from this APEL certification like how I did. And I hope this video can help you kickstart your journey into pursuing the life that you want. So alright guys, if you like this video, please hit the like button and share with friends that you have that you think would benefit from this video as well. And if you have any comments, please just let me know down below, and I'll see you guys next time.